Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today it's that day of the week again. We're going to be doing a 3D artist portfolio review. Okay, so we're going to jump into Artstation and let's check out and see what we got today. All right, here we go. Okay guys, well it's time to do our review. Today we're going to be looking at the portfolio of Devon Hartman. Devon is from Philadelphia in the US, also known as Philly. And before we jump in, I want to mention to you guys that the number of requests that I got to do portfolio reviews is enormous. I think I have dozens, to be honest. So I decided, because I can't do all of them, to pick and choose a few that I think are very interesting to have a look at. And my intent here is to pick portfolios that will help you the most in understanding what a good portfolio is and what type of portfolio would need work. Okay. So in this case, we're looking at Devon's portfolio for the simple reason that I think this is a textbook example of how you should set up your portfolio, right? So let's start with the About page as per usual, and we're gonna check that out. And what we see to start with is a website and a LinkedIn page, awesome. And then you have a very clear and concise listing of things that are relevant to potential customers and clients. What type of experience, right? What kind of education, what software experience, what skill sets, and all that kind of stuff. And of course, contact details, very, very, very important. So in short, the About page is spot on, right? Now you have some other stuff, followers, following, and so forth. We're not going to deal with that. We're going to look at a portfolio, right? Now we got a couple of items here, not too many, which is okay. We don't have 50 or 80 or something. We just have a few, but it's really important looking at these to make sure that they're complete and set up in the right way, right? So we're gonna, let's see, we're gonna jump to this vehicle right here. And we have an overview on the right where it says 3ds Max use, Substance Painter, Photoshop, Marmoset. Good, good. No further description of a process and workflow. Maybe that's something that you could do. But looking at the vehicle itself, I think the quality is very, very, very good. One tiny thing I noticed is that the specularity, with the exception of the tires, seems to be completely equal everywhere. And it would be nice to have some specular highlights just on places where it's not just rusted and dirty, right? But as we scrub down, you'll see that we have the vehicle from different angles, which is great. We have a wireframe, which looks very nice and clean, as far as I can tell so far. And then if we go down, we have a close-up of the tires. Now, these are absolutely awesome. They look great. I mean, looking at the mud and how that's applied, very, very nice. And again, we have that with our wireframe. Okay, on every page here, you see the details to get in contact. We'll just go back here. Let's look at the next one. We'll take this weapon. And I'm not familiar with every weapon or vehicle here. They might be from existing games or movies or whatnot. If that's the case, then I would definitely mention that on a portfolio. If you were inspired by certain props or guns, mention that, give credit to who the credit should go, and list exactly what your part has been in the piece, okay? If you did the modeling and the texturing and so forth, that's fine. If the original concept was made by somebody else, please list that, right? So looking at this weapon here, let's see on the right, we have an overview of software once again. We have this wireframe here. Not quite sure why this is looking the way it is, but again, I think overall it seems to be okay. Here is another angle, textured, and again, wireframe, very nice. Okay. So we're going to go back, something very different. We have this house right here, seems to be a game prop. Siege Buildings Carpenter. Here's a great reference. Artist has a link to it and everything. That's what I was just talking about, so very good. Software listed, different angles. We have a different type of breakdown in this case here, but it gives a very good insight into what your workflow is like. So perfect. And we're going to go back. We have a battleship here, naval ship. Let's see, aircraft carrier, if I'm not mistaken. That's what it's called. Let's look at the images here. The lighting is quite different. Looks good. And just seeing what we got here. Not too much going on. What I would definitely do though is I would add some text why you came about to make this. Was it for a project? Was it for a game? Was it for a movie? Was it for a client? Who did the concept work? How long did it take? What were any issues you ran into, and so forth. First of all, from a search engine optimization standpoint, it will pop up quicker, which is good for you, and also it makes things a little bit more personal, right? Okay, what else? We have another weapon. Again, texturing, very good. Bit harsh on the wood there. Let's see, what do we got? We have an overview of the number of triangles, 2K textures. We have the software. Let's go down here, detail shot, different angle. We have a wireframe, and everything seems to be triangulated. And yeah, there you go. Good, good. This seems very different. It looks like a speed sculpt, yeah, speed sculpt, and the time frame, which is kind of cool. That's interesting for potential clients to understand how fast you can work and still deliver quality. Seems to be a work in progress in this case, but that's fine. And then let's see what we've got here. We don't have that much going on, so we can go in and check it out. Looks like a low poly stylized prop, and it is. This is an older one. Concept artist mentioned, very good. Very, very good. Some ZBrush work, looks like. Very nice. Okay. Let's just go through the list here. We don't have that many. Now, I absolutely love this. Let's see if this is a concept piece and who made it. Modified for Fallout 4.1 model. The fusion core can be placed in the open pipe. Now, this is the kind of thing I like. It's explaining what it is, how it came to be, what was the inspiration, and so forth, right? Software listed, detail shot. Yeah, this is very good. Love it. All right. So we're almost there. Let's see, Blades of Chaos. Based on concept, listed again, very good. Some sculpt ZBrush work. This is what the wireframe visible looks like, fairly low poly. And this one doesn't seem to be triangulated, hard to tell. Let's see, yeah. And then finally we have this setup here. We have a reference artist, and oh, it's just taking a while to load here. Quite low poly, a throne for a forest looks like. Just checking to see if we got anything interesting going on here. Yeah, this looks fantastic. This is the concept piece, looks like, and this is the model. So all in all, in summary, the About page is very concise. It's listing everything I would want to know as a potential client. I get an understanding of how fast you can work. I get an understanding of your workflow. I get an understanding of the quality of your work. I know how to contact you, and overall the portfolio looks professional. So from my point of view, 2 thumbs up, great job. And hopefully you enjoyed the review. And if not, you know where to find me. Okay, thank you. Bye.